Hello, God bless. We're racing in Napoli, and well, quite a lot to say, but I'm going to try and keep it really short. So, as I shared on multiple videos, well, you probably know that I was robbed in front of cameras on the other side of the streets in Salerno, on a street no wider than this one, outside the Tim store, with a camera pointing directly at my position. Camera right there. Many people on the other side of the street while going to the toilet and returning in 1 minute and 30 seconds on a Manucci train station. And somehow, not counted Bruno Cafe on the other side of the street, everybody else decided to look the other direction and not notice it after I sat there for 50 hours underneath a bright light, really bright lights, and a camera pointing right at me. While I spoke about it for 26 hours, and I came back outside with the beer already paid for in 1 minute and 30 seconds max. The beer was on the counter. The staff in the Bruno Cafe did not see it. And fair enough, everybody facing the other way did not see it either. But what about everyone else? They did not see it. Every single other person on the other side of the street did not see that. After I sat there for 50 hours and 9 hours on that day teaching the children. Nobody saw it at all. Are you sure? Of course they did. Some did. Undeniably. What about everyone walking past? My mother said this. Maybe they thought it was your friend. Someone you know. Obviously not. Sorry, Mum, but that's not true. People on the other side of the street who watched me in that position for 50 hours saw the crime take place and did nothing at all, said nothing, while I sat there for 26 hours, minus in between time, calculated time, teaching the children, saying God children home, Chius Bambini. I bambini persone vedere, è un miracolo. To the children while they're walking past, and lots of other stuff too. And still, somehow, everyone on the other side of the street decided to completely ignore it and let the person pick up my backpack, person or persons, one person, two, whatever, and walk away. Underneath the bright lights on the other side of the street, no wider than this one. At least 200 people sitting down, at least. And they weren't all facing the other way, were they? But actually they chose to while I talked about it in English and Italian. So, moving forward. Really good news. Friends and family have helped me to replace some of the recovery items. After I sat here last night like this, can't keep my eyes open, I took 5 cafe after being very, very cold and trying to sleep and impossible. And I've got lots of experience of sleeping outside, but well, 4 degrees, ground conditions much colder, air conditioned now, not so bad. I've got some layers, found a scarf today, and all of this. But well, when you sleep on the ground, it's pretty cold. Pretty cold. When you try to sleep when the ground is cold and the wall behind you you're leaning on, it's really, really tough. In a tent with the right equipment, I've got a lot of experience of that. And that's okay with the right equipment. And I'm forced, after being robbed while teaching the children, saying, God help the children, all of this, much more than that, in front of many witnesses, to be stuck, sat in the station looking, which way should I go? With just a tiny bit of money in the bank, which way should I go? Which way should I go? Which way should I go? So I go south, and I consider going south. Town south, begins with S, I forget the name. Small population, 6,000, begins with S. Children of reality. And I looked and thought, well, or should I just go to Napoli with no guitar? And what can I do? Well, I already sat in that position with my guitar away while I was discriminated against by the police. Not all the police, but I was 2 times, and 1 time in the other position too. While I showed the translation, it said, I'm sitting here with my guitar away as a writer of 25 years, teaching the children as a writer of 25 years with my guitar away. And this is what happened. You can't sit down, walk away. You did the action, you can't sit down, walk away. And then suddenly, while the crime happened in 1 minute and 30 seconds, while I'm just going to the toilet as a customer, let's say Miriardi, if I said it okay, on that side of the street, is Bruno Cafe. That's Bruno Cafe right there. The street size is nearly exactly the same. That's Bruno Cafe right there. And this is Tim's store right here. And above me, right there, is a bright light. And right there is a camera pointing exactly in my position. Exactly at my position. And my backpack and my guitar. So I can cross the streets as a customer in front of minimum 200 people, plus all the staff. Not so different to this position, ice cream place, other cafes, other bars, and somehow every single person looking in this direction, in the calmest possible way, somehow every single person on the other side of the streets looking in this direction, under a bright light, plus a camera, I walk out 1 minute and 30 seconds later saying, "Where's my guitar?" I saw it straight away. "Where's my guitar? Where's my backpack?" I sat down and say, "What? Nobody saw that." So every single person looking in this direction on the other side of the street decided not to witness a robbery taking place directly in front of them. And then I sat there, not just one time, the next day too. And sat there over and over again, repeating, even while police took 3 police, not all, my ex-wife was police, I let them know that too. I sat there talking about it in English and Italian with Google Translate, saying it over and over and over again. What? Nobody noticed that. Nobody noticed. Of course they did. Of course they did. And they watched it happen and said nothing at all from the other side of the street. Imagine this, John. A crime's taking place right there now, and not one single person on the other side of the street decides to notice it and looks away in exactly the moment for 1.5 minutes. Says, "Oh, I think I'll look away right now for 1.5 minutes. Maximum." The beer was on the counter. The Bruno staff, who became friends, he's like, "Here's a beer for free," and all of this. So I could sit there talking about the crime for 26 hours, and nobody did anything at all. What happened next? All of my stuff is gone. I'm sat sitting in the station, trying to sleep, falling like this. Police in the station, I mentioned it in there too. Not interested at all. But while I sat down with my guitar away on this day, with my guitar leaned against the wall and backpack, making a point, staying longer to make a point about how wrong discrimination targeted profiling is, how I can sit on that side of the street to take beer in a cafe, but I can't sit on this side of the street to take a beer cafe or a Coca-Cola with my guitar and backpack away, teaching the children in Italian and English, and much more than that, and sharing the truth with the greatest artist of all time. And then I cross the street saying, damn, desperado, need the baño. But I'm already a customer right there. Collect my beer already paid for. Across the streets, under the bright lights is my backpack and guitar. And somehow every single person on the other side of the street decided to watch that and say absolutely nothing at all, no matter how much I talked about it in English and Italian. From 1 minute and 30 seconds, 1 minuto e 30 secondi, until 26 hours, even talking about it on repeat in front of the police in multiple positions. A major crime took place, and nobody cared, including the police too. They were policing the station while I sat there like this. Ah shit. In very, very cold conditions, talking about it in front of everyone. Talking about nobody interested at all. Then I came to Napoli. I'm trying to keep it short, but obviously there's lots to say. Then I arrived, obviously completely exhausted. When I was looking at the train times, which way shall I go, and how much shall I got, just enough, like 10 euros in the bank. From, was it a transit? I can't even remember. I'm exhausted. I got a few hours sleep last night. So which way shall I go? And I'm like, could I do it? Could I go to Napoli again for the first time in 9 years? 9 years and 1 month, Noviani, Bonamesi. Could I go again with no guitar and just my books after being robbed in front of many people? Major crime takes place on the other side of the street. Didn't see it? Nobody at all? Really? Are you serious? Being calm. So when I decided, yes, I will. I'll take like 1 hour sleep on the train. Couldn't really sleep. And arrive at 8 a.m., which is now 3 days and a half ago. 3.5 days ago. I'm like, well, what can I do without my guitar? Well, I did a lot in Salerno with no guitar, while somehow I'm told to walk away 2 times in exactly that position and didn't walk away. Stayed to make the point of how bad that is, discrimination, targeting, profiling, which I already suffered myself in Alice when I was robbed there too. And to make a point that surely I can be a customer on that side of the street and sit down, drink a beer and say what I'm saying. But I can't sit down on the other side of the street to drink a beer, cafe or take a smoke. But I can say exactly the same on the other side of the street. Complete and totally insanity. And I make the point in front of many people again and again and again and again. What, I can sit there, but I can't sit here, as I did in Sheffield, as a writer, artist, poet, musician, sharing the truth. Not just my truth, the greatest artist of all time too. And then to go to the toilet and come back out and see that every single other person who was looking in this direction on the other side of the street decided to do nothing about it at all. Nothing. 0.0. So I arrive here. Okay, what can I do? I've just got my books. Notice that. And then suffer again in the calmest possible way. Like, well, where am I going to sleep? Where am I going to sleep? Where can I sit? Where can I sleep? And pretty much walk around, keep it warm and all of this. And the night before, the same chat. And then yesterday, someone gave me a blanket. Ciao, ciao, dispatch review. Someone gave me a blanket, which went missing today, accidentally. It was like, I just thought, okay, I can leave it here. There's many people sitting around. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was like, I'll buy another one today. Like, okay, it would have looked like trash, and the cleanup crew, the Autumn Olive Oil cleanup crew, they come along and picked it up and all of this and taken it away, but it wasn't exactly a really real blanket. It wasn't warm. But somehow last night, through complete exhaustion, I've had 3 nights out of 4 nights, counting yesterday too, with 0.000 sleep. So I'm sitting here yesterday, like, I take another cafe. Be strong, be strong, be strong. It's just a little bit longer. You can overcome this, like I did in Alice, and like I did in the Sound of Hollow. I'm like this, damn, meditate. Like damn, like this. 3 out of 4 nights, 0 sleep, 0. Not even, well, a few minutes maybe. I'm like this, trying to keep my eyes open. And then luckily, the position I was in last night, in a reasonably good position, with a nice visible position, which I've discovered in Rome and all this, in a bigger city, sleeping in an exposed position, I managed to get a few hours sleep. So today, okay, I feel a little bit better, 5 hours sleep and all of this. And then, luckily, I received some help, support. I'm not going to start naming names, but everyone who did help me in this situation, which was ultimately not my fault at all. I made a slight mistake in the Tower of Vallo, but that was under cameras too, where I just changed tables 20 metres away, under 3 cameras and many cameras on the street. Guess what? Nobody saw it, nothing happened at all. And I sat there reviewing that and Alice too, where I was told when I was robbed, my fault, slept in a dark alley. That was my fault. Slept in a dark alley, clearly targeted and making a mistake of showing my valuables in front of people. Clearly targeted while I was sleeping, my backpack sleeping. Okay, fair enough, that happened too. But then I sat there thinking, well, there's a camera there, I'm underneath bright lights, and nobody on the other side of the streets has got the courage or wanted to say anything at all, and I was discriminated against and told to leave from that position, even after showing a Google Translate for what I was doing. So what am I going to do? Well, what's the point? What are they going to say? Oh, the camera doesn't work. Not interested. But yet, while I'm teaching the children, saying God help the children, huge bambini, I'm much more than that, even the truth of the greatest artist of all time. Somehow, in exactly the same position, I can report that and multiple other positions too for 26 hours, and nobody did or said anything at all. Excuse me. Even while I'm talking about it in front of the police. So then I came in, okay, and then on the first day, that way, I thought, what shall I do? I wanted to come here for a long time, which my memories from 9 years ago and 10 years ago were really, really good. Really, really good. Like where I made friends, a friend I made before, Francesco, in Germany. We became friends and I stayed with his family in the next place close to here. And really, really good memories of Napoli. And I was like wanting to come back. I wrote about Napoli and Agrigento. I'm waiting for reality. So I hope you know it's true, Napoli. I remember you. And my memories of Napoli were really, really, really good memories, other than one single thing from 9 years ago and 10 years ago too. when I arrived and walked through the city, there was just plastic shit everywhere. Plastic shit everywhere. Like people literally walking through shit absolutely everywhere. Then, on arrival, when I come out of the station, I'm walking around thinking, what the fuck? Okay, this is New Year's Day. Shit absolutely everywhere. Ciao, ciao! Like literally shit everywhere. And then since I've arrived and witnessed some really good stuff too. Example, look at this. That's all really organised. Really, really good. On that side of the street, people have organised all of the stuff into an organised way. And then seen some really, really crazy shit. Really crazy shit. Somehow, in this position and other positions, as I saw in Agrigento and in GFE too, there can be a full trash right there, and people will put all of the shit on top of that, even though the next one is empty. And then they'll watch it falling on the ground, kicking it all around on the ground, and just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking. Like, and then right next to the trash, there can be a plant. So, love you, GFE, love you. There can be a plant right next to the trash. And instead of putting it inside the trash, they put it inside the plant instead, in complete and total insanity. And this is what's going on. So, all the positives, people have brought me food. Someone brought me a blanket yesterday, that's vanished. It's not a crime. It was my own fault. It's not even my fault. I'm just going to go for a little walk. I just leave that there. It's no big deal. There's someone right next to me now who's got lots of blankets. I find a blanket or stay awake all night. No problem at all. Just went for a little walk. Okay, I can leave that there. Bag of food, which was already finished, and all of this. Hold the food and all of this. No big deal. And I even said to myself, lots of people on the other side of the street, if someone picks it up, it's not going to be a crime. And then, out of tiredness and exhaustion, I did what I did in Agrigento many times. I left my screen on the chair when I took a Coca-Cola this morning. And it was so nice after the negatives I've heard from my own experiences, that while I walk away, I said to myself, God damn, don't leave the screen on the chair. I use the other screen, the iPhone 8, as a prop, like this. Children can master, etc., etc. I've been doing it for a long time. And then to see the smiles on the two lovely ladies who come over and said, oh, hey, you left this there. I'm like, oh, thanks so much. I'm so nostalgic, so tired. I left it on the chair again. I'm like, oh, damn. Got distracted, focusing on this and all of that. And then walked around, and there's lots of positives to report. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. So a crime can take place here, or I can leave my screen and someone will walk over and make it. Two lovely ladies will walk over and make it. I watch the people organising their trash into the correct positions, and the other ones who don't care, well, they've got some issues. So I call them in Agrigento and GFE, plastic zombies, trash zombies. They can see the trash position, but somehow ultimately reject it, throw their shit everywhere with total disrespect, which is what it is. Total disrespect on the entire city that they're in doing that, and on much higher levels than that too. Like, how could they not know about that? And how could they not see that that's the wrong position and that's the right position from a distance that is maximum at times that distance away? I watched it in Agrigento and GFE in particular, and all my journey I've never seen anything like it. Absolutely never seen anything like it. And from all of watching that, I came to the conclusion of this. The number one zombies don't even need to be in their screens. The number one zombies in the world of zombies are the plastic zombies and trash zombies. Number two are the narcissists, who also can't see, hear, or feel anything at all. They can only see themselves. And the third worst are the driving zombies. How can they be driving their screens and not even looking forwards? And this is why the plastic zombies and trash zombies are the worst. They're illogical, ultimately illogical. They don't have the logic to separate the difference between the correct position and the incorrect position from even this distance away. It's like they do it intentionally. They sit outside the churches, take their beers, take their food, leave all the shit everywhere. And then they see the correct position outside the tobacco. Stanley only two. They walk past the trash, throw it on the ground, actually, so throw it on the ground while walking past in a close proximity, Quindici, 15 different zombie positions, and still throw their shit on the ground. I saw it in Sheffield, we saw it in Negligence, so we saw it in San Antonio. So there's the trash, there's the not correct position, and still choose the incorrect position, even when the trash is directly next to the correct position. And up to now, all of the positive actions love you, Agrigenzo, all my friends. Up to now, my only number one problem that I've noticed in Napoli, realistically, is exactly that. The same problem of that. The plastic zombies and trash zombies, with no respect and no logic whatsoever. Some are being really respectful, as I just demonstrated with that. All organised. And others just aren't. They just don't care. They just don't care at all. That's full, the next one isn't. Couldn't give a fuck. In the calmest possible way. Don't care. Don't care at all. That's full, that's not. And up to now, for all the negatives, other people have spoken to me for a while. And last time as I came to be careful in Napoli, dangerous place. Be careful in Napoli. Well, I just slept outside for a couple of 3 minutes. Well, I'm so tired again. I'm not really as tired as I was yesterday. But either way, on my third visit here, I've not seen one single crime or bad thing happen. And yet somehow, what's the size of here? What's the size of Salerno? What's the size of Massaudavara? And I've heard the same in other lands I've travelled through. Don't go there, don't go there. Istanbul, don't go there, don't go there. I heard the same in the Netherlands too. Oh, but you don't go there, or don't go there, it's really dangerous. But yet in 2 years in Italy, and 1.5 years, 2 years in Sicily, and longer than that in all of Italy, I've only seen crimes taking place in 2 small places. Small, very small, Massaudavara, and quite small, quarter of the size of here, Salerno. So, well, is it really dangerous? Well, up to now, I can report some really positive news. Not that I've seen. The number one problem that's taking place right here is exactly that. The ones who are being disrespectful, the plastic zombies and trash zombies. And they can do that from such a small distance away. Just round this corner, on both sides of the street, exactly the same scenario is replicated. There's the trash, there's the beautiful plants. The trash is inside the plants, and the trash is there, but still somehow 2 meters away from that, the trash is inside the plants. How could they not see the correct positions of it? It's just madness. The positives of this, well, everything else realistically is positive other than that. So I'm trying to let other people know that from what I've seen from the last time I was here all that time ago, and this time too, even though I've had to suffer after being robbed, the problem with Napoli is exactly that. The plastic zombies and trash zombies. And everything else I've seen is really positive. So, consider that. And now I've been here, a few days, considering staying well once I recover. Thanks to friends and family, I got a replacement backpack today, replacement charging cable. I didn't manage to find a blanket, but I'll still be okay. I've only got to wait till Sunday until my family come and help me, my brother. And then I'll have a sleeping bag and all of this, and I'm okay with that. I got a good sleep last night. I can still maybe sleep in a sheltered position. There's rain coming now. But even if I didn't, it's okay. It's just a couple of days. I've already done this before. It's 3 days. I suffered this in the South of Valor, and much more than this after what happened in Alice. So I'm okay with that. And that is really all I've got to report for the ultimate negative of this city, is the disrespectful ones who somehow cannot find the correct position to put their plastic zombie and trash zombies in from a very small distance away. Anything else to report? It's now nearly the end of the 3rd day. I called it on the 1st day. It has not anything to do with an attack against here. Zombies don't feel pain. Because 9 years and 1 month ago, more than that now, and 10 days more, I said my favourite performance of Zombies Don't Feel Pain on the streets. So I called it Esperimento Sociale Zombies Don't Feel Pain. to come back and say exactly the same, which I planned to do for a long time in my guitar. And I wrote, I'm praying for a reality pizza in Agrigento, thinking maybe I'll go to Napoli, maybe I'll go to Napoli, maybe I'll go to Napoli, and say that again after visiting my brother in Barry, his wife Katie. And I kind of planned on doing that. And I've come back and said the same with no guitar, and received with no guitar. Here's a pizza, here's some cake, here's this, here's that, here's a couple of euros for your next beer, cafe, whatever I might drink. I'm not drinking excessively or anything like that. I'm just like, okay, now it's a little bit of rain, okay, go to a bar. Well, some bars will be $3.50 for one beer, a small beer. Some might be €5. Well, I've got to go somewhere, and I have a problem with going to the toilet. I need the toilet now again. I've already been twice in that bar. I've got to go somewhere. So, of course, that means that then if I'm going to find a toilet in the heart of a city, a bigger city, I had it last night. I tried to go to the toilet secretly. Nobody was coming. Then someone did. And, well, the people who were coming lived in the apartment right there while I was taking a piss in not even planned anywhere, trying to do it secretly. And there was a little disagreement. I'm like, mi dispiace, problema, bagno problema. Nowhere close by. So it's like I've had a problem with that other times too in other places. It's like, well, gotta go somewhere, what shall I do? Well, then that's going to cost a little bit of money, isn't it? Then I gotta go somewhere. So now I'm already in that same situation again. Of, well, now I'm already getting close to the position where I've got to go somewhere. I need the toilet. Where am I going to go? So if I go this way, I've already taken a beer for €3, a small beer. €3 on this side. Should I go there? That's €3. And then what? Going to need the toilet again. Going to need the toilet again. Going to need to go to the cafe. Take another cafe. Going to need the toilet again. Should I go there? Should I go here? Should I go that way? Then take what? Another beer. That's €5. So obviously I've got to survive. And sometimes I need the toilet too. And sometimes I've got to eat too. But most of the positives, mostly it's been largely positive. I'm still here, seeing no crime at all. No crime at all. Zero. In the city, but many people have told me, be careful, it's dangerous. Slept outside, visibly exposed, still no crime. And the problem is exactly this. I'm really happy to be here. Beautiful city, really inspirational. A lot of people move around, even though there's rain, a little bit of wind, and that is the problem with Napoli. The same problem I saw here last night. Those who are being disrespectful and throwing their shit everywhere, and just don't care. So now, that's the end of what I've got to say for this one. I'll call it the same again, I shall see. And keep on fighting forwards, and by Sunday, 2 days from now, even though sadly I didn't find the blanket, which is okay, sit down a little bit, fall asleep a little bit, walk around a little bit, and then a little bit more money, okay, I take a cafe from there, okay, take away from there, but in 2 days from now, thanks to friends and family, thanks so much right now, really, thanks so much, I can survive the next couple of days, and then I'll be okay, as I felt with just my books. And it's nice to be back, and I felt the same in Rome too. To be in a place where, okay, I can just not even have a guitar and still be appreciated as an artist. And when I got my guitar too, I'm sure the appreciation will increase. In the city, that many people have told me, oh, danger, Barrick, oh, danger. Well, up to now, I can report in 10 years from the first 2 visits and this visit too, that the positives are really, really, really positive. Beautiful city, really inspirational, lots of really amazing art and graffiti. Ciao, spaccio in V. Lots of people moving around, smiling, laughing, joking, music in bars. Really, really positives. Graffiti too. I love graffiti. Lots of beautiful things to see, every direction. Really, really, really impressed. And I felt the same last time I was here too. I got to see Francesco. And up to now, my experience is exactly the same. I can report this, that up to now, the only negative I've seen, realistically, in Napoli, is that, the trash and plastic. And I see the solution for that easily. Respect. To come back. And lots of it. To put the shit in the correct position. I need the toilet quite soon. I tried to keep it short, but I got quite a lot to say. And I can report exactly this, that the positives are really, really positive. positive in Napoli other than the plastic zombie and trash zombie shit. God bless.